Hey everybody, it's Ryan. I'm going to give you an overview of this leaf blower, but also how it can be used to dry a car touchless. So this is what it looks like. Comes with two of these 21-volt batteries, two of them. So if you get caught without any battery juice, you got a backup. It comes with a charger that has an LED indicator, red or green, depending on if it's charged or not. And it also comes with earplugs, because this thing gets kind of loud. So they thought of everything. Looking out for the user. It does have a light here, as noted. I'll share how important that is here in a sec on this wet car. What's also cool is it has these additional attachments to kind of help based on how you might want to use it, as far as, if you're blowing leaves or dust, or if, an example, I'm getting ready to share how fast it is to dry a vehicle. Couple different ones. You got round, more of a cone. Then you also have one that's shaped like this. Actually, I'm going to switch to that one because that one's really good for car usage. It snaps in, and then you have one if you just want to leave it open, just to put a ring and kind of use it like this, like a bigger use. But air protection comes with a case in itself, and then you get a hard travel case. So when you're not using this, you can put it all up, and it's in good hands. Here's a close-up of what the travel case looks like once it is sealed up. You also have these clips here that I guess you can use for hanging this, or if you have multiple of these, maybe these look like they stack together. That's what this is for right here. So if you have multiple of these stacked on top of each other, you can interlock these together. I gotta believe that's what that's for. So that's kind of cool. Then it has a kind of a label section here. So if you want to take this out, put a label in here, like, oh, this is an air blower. You can put that in there. Then you can put it up, put it in storage, and you can see right there. Then you can see what's in this case and not have to open it and be like, what was in there? Pretty cool stuff. They thought of everything. This thing like winds up and then it gets it going. You can see the fans are in there. Works fantastic. I knew as soon as I saw the earplugs that I was like, okay, this thing is like legit. From a comfort standpoint, actually pretty lightweight. You have a nice rubber grip, like a hard rubber, but hard but soft enough so you can get a nice comfortable grip, especially if you're holding it for a while. It's made out of, I'd say, a heavy gauge hard plastic that just happens to be in the bright lime green color. I'm not sure if it has other colors, but that's what this one looks like. And just from a testimonial standpoint, I kid you not, this was driven in a downpour, like downpour. Pulled it in, went to town on it, and that's what it looks like. It looks clean. The water came right off. And so if you are not wanting to, or you want to avoid water spots on the vehicle, because water spots can leave permanent spots, so if you park and it's wet or whatever, you can do that. Or if you're washing your car and you're really trying to baby the clear coat and you don't want to use a rag, this is fantastic. It just blows the water right off. Now, the charging time on these batteries can be up to about 2.5 hours per battery. Pretty much charge it, then put it up. Good to go for quite a long time. I've actually never depleted the battery all the way because they just seem to last a long time. But also, the revolutions on this thing will turn upwards of 88,000 times a minute. This fan will spin. Got to give you an idea of the sheer power of this thing. So all in all, a solid leaf blower, but works fantastic on wet vehicles, because you may not be blowing leaves all year long, but you can be blowing dust. You can be blowing just things, clean out the garage, whatever it is, but more likely, you can always dry your car. Full disclosure, this company sent this to me, said, Ryan, can you do a little tutorial, a little overview? Tell us what you think about our leaf blower. Hopefully, any and all your questions got answered about this very, very powerful air blower, and we'll talk to you soon.